What company do you work for? This is another common question. All right. Now, if you are a part of a team or you work for an organization, a company, then you just give them the company name. That's fine. There is no shame in saying, when you say to a seller, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I'm actually not a part of a company. I'm just a small independent investors. I happen to buy homes in this neighborhood, and that's why I'm approaching you. In fact, that comes off a lot easier for them to understand, and more importantly, you don't sound like some shark investor that is buying up all the homes. You've got a lot of people that comment about all the hedge funds that are buying up all the houses, and there are some people that don't want to sell to these big corporations. So when you say, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I'm actually not part of a company, I'm just a small independent home buyer, and I happen to buy homes in this neighborhood, in this community, it comes off a lot softer. And look, it's an honest answer anyway. So you don't have to say I'm part of a company if you're not part of a company. Now, if they do say, well, I've never heard of you guys. Let's say that you are part of a team, part of an organization, part of a company, part of, a home buyers. We're part of the ABC home buyers. And they say, well, I've never heard of you. That's okay. Here's a good response to that. Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I appreciate that. Yeah, we're just getting started. We're a smaller organization. But, 5 years ago, very few people really had heard of TikTok. And now look at them now. So everybody has their first day. We're just getting started ourselves. And that's why we're excited about the opportunity of working with you. Again, honest answer. It paints a picture. We're just getting started. We're excited about working with you, and you've handled their question honestly, with integrity, and it's easy for them to understand that. Okay, and that's a good analogy too. If you just give TikTok was around more than 5 years ago, but if you just tell them, look, 5 years ago, or even 10 years ago, nobody knew about TikTok, and now look at where they're at now.